Good afternoon. This is Mr. Preston.
And Mrs. Hualde.
I'm the principal at Gerald Ford Elementary School, and Mrs. Hualde is serving as our project teacher for Fit for Summer Camp. Right now, we currently have 43 live attendees, so we're going to give it a minute or two and let some more people hop on, and then we'll get rolling. All right, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our Fit for the Summer Camp parent meeting. Today is Thursday, May 28th, and we're going to get rolling here. My name is John Preston, principal at Ford, and we have Mrs. Allison Hualde. She is our project teacher. Mrs. Hualde is a kindergarten teacher at Ford, and she is amazing, so we're happy to have her on board. Would you like to say hi, Mrs. Hualde?
Hi. I'm excited to be working the summer camp this year.
All right, we'd like to say hi. Okay, Daniel Wynn's mom is here. Hi, Daniel's mom. Thanks for coming in. And the Merrills are coming. Welcome aboard. Here's the summer school dates. We start on June 9th and we end on July 9th, 9 to 9. Mrs. Hualde, did I hear a niner in there? Sure did, huh? Yes. All right, regular school year ends on June 5th, and then the teachers have a prep day, so you'll have a 3-day weekend, June 6th, 7th, and Monday the 8th is teacher prep day. Please do not bring your child to school that day because we will not open the door. And we start school on June 9th is the first day, so we want to make sure that we're coming to school on time. I am aware of some attendance issues. We have several students that will be going to Summer Spectacular at Wellsprings Church, or they'll be going to Camp Oaks with the Desert Family YMCA. That's okay. Send them to those activities, and then when they're free, bring them back to Ford, okay? We also like to welcome our students from Benjamin Franklin, James Monroe, and Truman Elementary as well. True story, I attended Truman as a child, I attended Monroe as a child, and I worked at Monroe Elementary as an assistant principal, and Mrs. Hualde worked at James Monroe as a teacher as well. So we're very familiar with those sites. Here's our daily schedule. We'll be opening the gates at 7:45 a.m. We have breakfast for students. Then we go into our academic rotations. Then we have lunch and recess time for the students. It's a little bit earlier. That way we can stay under those heat mitigation rules. Let the kids get outside and play. And then we have 3 enrichment rotations that are run by Desert Recreation District in the afternoon. You can see some of the great stuff we're going to be offering your child: yoga, dance, esports, painting, gardening, drones, and some sports as well. So I'm really excited about those offerings. In the afternoon, we have free supper and cleanup and dismissal. Transportation. So very important is transportation is actually taken care of by the transportation department at Desert Sands. Parents, you'll be receiving an email shortly about the routing to your school and all the information on when they will be arriving. They'll be leaving Ford at approximately 4:40 p.m. every day, and they will take you back to your home sites of Truman, Franklin, or Monroe. If you go to Gerald Ford, you will not be provided busing because we are your home school. Mrs. Hualde, did you want to add anything about transportation?
It was in your initial registration. If you chose to have the district transportation, then all of those students have been routed. So if you selected that you would be driving your child, then you would not get an email from transportation because you didn't opt for that.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, we'd like to say hi. Aiden and Grace's dad is here. Hello, welcome. And Alan's dad is here as well. Thanks for being here. Big representations from the dads tonight. I like that. All right. A couple questions. Will allergies be accommodated like during the regular school year? Yes, we will get to that at a later slide. Is it okay to miss the morning portion of summer school 3 days a week, every week? Please send Mrs. Hualde an email about individual stuff, and we can do that on an individual basis. Student pickup procedures. Okay, there will be no pickup between 3:50 and 4:30. If you're picking up your child before 3:50, you're going to head to the front office and you're going to use the 6 Cricket QR code, and that'll signal to our teachers or our after-school providers to bring your child up to the front office. Make sure you have your ID. Safety is our number one priority, and we will not be releasing the students to parents or extended family members that do not have their IDs. If you're scheduled to take the bus home and you do not come before 3:50 to pick up your child will be placed on the bus. We have over 450 students coming from 4 different school sites, so we cannot be looking for students at the last minute. Are they on the bus? Are they not on the bus? What school they're on? Like, our focus is on getting the students from Monroe to Monroe, the students that need to go to Truman back to Truman, and the students that need to go to Franklin back to Franklin, all while getting our Ford kids reunified with their parents at pickup. So make sure that you pick up your student before 3:50 if you do not want them to ride the bus. Mrs. Walday, if they need to pick up their student early for an appointment or a lunch date, can they do that?
Yes, it's just like during the regular school year. So if your child comes for the morning academic portion and you have a scheduled appointment, or if something unexpectedly comes up, you just come to the front office. Again, you'll scan the 6 Crickets QR code and show your ID, and you can sign your child out.
Thank you, Mrs. Holder. All right, meals and nutrition services will be providing some tasty meals this summer. Let me tell you, we're going to have free breakfast. We're going to have lunch and supper every single day. Hip, hip.
Hooray.
I like it. Students can bring their own lunch too. You're more than welcome to do that. We will not have coolers or access to refrigerators. So make sure you're packing an ice pack or something that is not temperature sensitive. I'm excited for this day. It's our favorite day of summer camp is when we head down to Aziz Farms for our water day. Buses are going to leave at 8:40 sharp. So make sure you are here by 8 o'clock so we can check in all those students. Students that are not here on time that day, unfortunately, will miss the Aziz Farms water day, and there will not be a makeup day. So it's one shot only. We're going to have a barbecue steak and chicken lunch. That sounds delicious. I'm stoked on that. All the kids are going to get a beach towel. And let me tell you, I saw the beach towels over this weekend. They are awesome. They wrap up. They have a little bungee cord and everything. Custom made by Aziz Farms for your student. Going to get a fan and a bag as well. I know you may have joined for Kaleidoscope Day or other water days in the past, but we do not need parent volunteers or chaperones for this. We are well staffed for our summer camp. What will my child receive? On day 1, they're going to receive a shirt that they're going to tie-dye. That's going to be our day 1 afternoon activity. Where Aziz Farms, you're going to get all your swag bag and your towels and a fan, so I'm stoked about that. And on June 22nd, every kid will go home with a harvest box full of fresh fruits and vegetables. And the last week of camp, elementary students will get a bag full of books to read over the summer. Sounds like a pretty good haul.
It's great. Yes.
Staffing, Desert Sands, we're taking care of the certificated educational portion in the morning. I have 3 intervention specialists. I have a school counselor. I have a school nurse. I have the amazing Mrs. Hualde. And I have, what do we have? Almost 40-something teachers, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot of teachers. So there'll be 2 teachers in each room. And we also have push-in paraeducators and school side monitors that are here to watch your child and help your child grow academically, socially, emotionally, and most importantly, have fun during our summer camp. So we're really excited about that. Who is my child's teacher? Well, each classroom will have 2 teachers, and some will have paraeducators in there as well, especially with the little ones. And on June 8th, which is Monday, that's our teacher prep day. You will get an email from your teacher welcoming them to their classroom from both of them, and with the information on how they'll be communicating with you, whether that's via Dojo or through 6 Crickets. So you'll get that information on June 8th. Yes. Correct, Mrs. Holiday?
Correct.
All right. And unfortunately, we're not going to be making any classroom changes. We are getting students from 3 different schools, in addition to the students from Ford. And so creating that schedule and those class rosters is the luck of the draw. What do students need to bring? Well, they need to bring comfortable closed-toed shoes. It's basically the same dress code as you would have during the school day. So nothing inappropriate. Want to bring a hat due to the heat, you're more than welcome that. A filled water bottle. Bus riders are going to get a tag for their backpack. Make sure you have your child's name and all the belongings. At Ford, we have 6 refillable water stations. So make sure you bring a refillable, water bottle like this. It's insulated. Put it with ice in the morning so it stays cold through the day. Anything else you think they need to bring?
No. And then don't bring anything that they don't need.
That's correct.
It is academics during the morning, so they don't need any toys or distractions. And then in the afternoon, because they're rotating, it's easier for them to not have too many items because things do tend to get lost because they'll be in 3 different places each day.
Thank you. Yes, so we do not want to be bringing squishies or plushies or Pokemon cards or any of that. They will be action-packed all day. Also, they do not need to bring any academic supplies. They don't need to even bring a pencil. We have all that covered. Want to talk about our positive behavior support system at Gerald Ford. At Gerald Ford, we have our best characteristic traits, which stand for doing your personal best, right? Being respectful, having empathy, showing self-control, and always trying your personal best. That's right. So your kid will learn all about that. And I just want to touch on a note that summer camp is a privilege. It's really fun. We had a 400 space capacity, but there was such a great need. We opened it up. We have almost 480 students. So expectations will be set on the first day for your child. And if there is a behavior issue, they'll get a warning. We'll call home. And if the same behavior continues, we will ask them to leave the program. So we don't want that to happen. So we'll front load all the students with what our expectations here are at Gerald Ford, and we will go forward from there. And we thank you for supporting us in a safe and positive summer camp experience for all students. Okay, so district policy, phones off and away during the day. If your child brings phones, it needs to be off and put away. If they're using it during the instructional day or during the after summer camps, we will have them come to the office and we will call you and have them picked up. So we don't want that to be a distraction. And plus, summer camp is great because it is a device-free camp. So the students will not be on Chromebooks. They're going to be doing hands-on learning and curriculum. So I'm really excited about that. Staff will not be responsible for any iWatch or phone or Gizmo watch. So students can use the phone in the event of emergency, or if they'd like to take photos during the field trip on Aziz Farms, that's allowed. They may not take photos of friends and post on social media. We're not making TikToks or cover stars or YouTube shorts or any of that nature. I think that covers that as well. Yeah. Medical health and needs. There we go. We're getting to that. Someone asked a question about that. I think Jennifer did. Yes. So we will have health tech or a nurse here during the day. Bring your child's medication in the originally prescribed bottle. Okay, that's very important. Bring that on the first day, which is June 9th. And we can get that all set up. If a student is allowed to carry an EpiPen, typically at the elementary level, we don't have students carry EpiPens. It's been very rare. I've been here at Ford for 11 years. I think we've only had one student, and he was a 5th grader who carried it. But if your child does have an allergy, that'll also be shared with the summer camp staff to ensure meals are available. When you filled out your application for summer camp, there was a section to put allergies, and that spreadsheet is already shared with our staff and our health staff as well. So I hope that answers your question, Jennifer. If you have a child with special needs on an IEP or a 504, we will be accommodating that. We have copies of all that. If your child has a one-on-one paraeducator, that will be provided as well during summer. We already have that staffing, so we're good to go there. And any other academic or medical needs will be provided per their plan. If you forgot to mark something or were not aware of something, you can always email their classroom teacher on June 8th to front load them and let them know what's going on. Or you can also email Mrs. Hualde as well with any special circumstances. And that's kind of our rundown. I just made this with Gemini right before we started. Welcome to Ford Summer Camp, and email Mrs. Hualde with any questions. She is our Falcon Awesome project teacher. I'm going to go through comments right now. I love this format because you guys can ask live comments. Accommodations like regular school, Alan's dad, we're caught up there. Is it okay to miss the morning? Okay, we talked about that. Please email a special circumstance. If kids will be gone for certain days, do we need to notify? You don't need to notify, but it is nice to give your teacher a heads up. Like my daughter will be attending Camp Oaks for the first week, so she's not going to start until week 2. So it's nice to note that. That way we're not looking for them or trying to account for them.
And also just to help me out, because I do go through 6 crickets and check attendance. So if you let me know that your child is going to be absent, then I don't have to follow up with you to see, oh, how, are they dropping? Is there something going on? So if you just email me as well, then I keep a running list of who will be gone and when.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Walde. What will students be doing from 11 to 1 o'clock? So we need to go back up.
But it didn't say. Sorry. So that's academic instruction. I think so we moved the lunches forward a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I did not add in one more row. So it's academic rotations, lunch, and then they'll return to academic rotations. And then they'll have like a 5-minute window at about 12:55 before they start going to their enrichment. So they'll be back with their classroom teachers after lunch.
Great catch. And then someone asked about the enrichment rotation. So all those are the enrichment rotations if you hopped on late. So we have yoga, dance, esports, painting, gardening, drones, and sports for the students as well. All right, we answered. All right, Mila Ruiz, hi, welcome. Jennifer, okay, good. I'm glad that answered your question. Matthias, geez, Mom, yeah. Pickup time is 5:15, but can you pick them up earlier?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. You totally can.
And 5:15 is the final pickup time. So don't make plans. We know things happen. It's the valley. There's traffic. There's always some road construction somewhere. So, plan on 5. If you are late, then the DRD staff does have a form that needs to be filled out for late pickups.
And also I would say that this says if your child, if your child goes to Franklin, Monroe, or Truman, and you wait till 5:15 and you come to Ford, they're not going to be here. They're going to be at their home site. So if your child takes the bus or you're providing them transportation and they don't go to Ford, you need to be here before 4:40. I would even say before 4:30 to get here to get them before they get on the bus. And very helpful. Great presentation. Thank you, Luke's mom. We appreciate you coming in. How do we determine if we're signing up for transportation or not? That was done during registration, and transportation will email you soon. We do not have a time on that. That is them emailing you, but you will know before the end of next week. And if you don't know before the end of next week, I would reach out to transportation at the district office. All right, Wendy, what time do we need to be there? And are we picking up what time? So Wendy, I think we just covered that. I don't know if you saw that or not, but they need to be here between 7:45 and 8:15 in the morning. That's the goal, to get them here so we can give them a good breakfast. And you can pick them up anytime before 4:30.
No, 3:50.
Before 3:50.
3:50, sorry, 3:50.
3:50.
Because once 3:50 goes, they're on their way to supper, and then we're not able to pull students from receiving supper to go home.
So they need to be picked up before 3:50 if you're picking them up, and if not, they will be on the bus. Look at that, Mrs. Hualde getting some love. Thank you, Mrs. Hualde. What if they only miss the enrichment portion? Is that okay? Yes, they can come for the morning academic rotations, and then they can leave. What we do not want to get into, because students are rotating and classes are set, is we do not want people missing the morning half and then coming at 1 o'clock. Okay, so that's kind of not allowed. But if you have a dentist appointment at 1:30, need to pick them up early, that's more than welcome to do that. Or if it's a Thursday before Juneteenth, right? That Friday we're off on the 19th and you're headed out of town, you're more than welcome to pick them up half day and take them out of town if you are. If transportation wasn't originally selected, may we change or update to utilize the service? You would have to contact transportation to see if there is availability. Can we bring students late if we let you know about doctor's appointments early in the morning? Yes, that is totally fine. The only thing is we don't want people coming just for the enrichment rotations in the afternoon. So if you're dropping them off, I would say anytime before noon, that would be totally fine. Oh, transportation email will go out on Monday. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, great. Transportation's coming out on Monday. I don't remember if sign my son up for the bus. A reminder emails will be sent out on Monday. So Jessica, if you don't receive anything by Monday, contact Mrs. Hualde and transportation. Can you go over the Aziz Farm slide again? Yes, I can. Water Day, it's going to be June 29th. Buses are going to leave at 8:40. Please be here by 8 o'clock so we can check in. We have almost over 450 students. We want to check everything in. Water Day is going to be fun. It's at Aziz Farm in Thermal. If you haven't been there, it's amazing. Actually, Aziz Farm is owned and operated by a Gerald Ford family, the Tadros family. So we're really excited to partner with them moving forward. We're going to have a blaster course, sensory bottle making, water slide, bounce houses, dream catcher painting. Ooh, that sounds nice. And Mr. Preston's favorite, a barbecue steak lunch. So that sounds delicious. With watermelon and 2 agua frescas. That is great. We will accommodate for allergies. Kids are going to get a quick dry beach towel. The towels are cool. I saw them this weekend. They are awesome. A handheld fan and a bag to carry all their stuff home. Unfortunately, if you've been to the farm before, you know how much fun it is, but we do not need parent volunteers. We are fully staffed this year. So thank you for that. I hope that answers your question. There is a meal menu. We just received it today. We'll be sending it out through 6 Crickets. They only get dinner if they're riding the bus. No, everyone gets supper, and then the bus riders go home, and kids get picked up after supper. So everyone gets an opportunity for supper. If we aren't using the bus, do we still have to pick up before 3:50, or could they stay for supper and pick up from Ford before 5:15?
Correct.
Yes, that is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
The before 3:50 only applies to the bus riders because we have to separate the students into 3 groups for the 3 different feeder schools. And we have to make sure that the right students get on the right bus to the right school.
All. The 3:50 is for everybody. Like even the Ford kids can't get, because they have, like once they're here, then they need supper.
Oh, okay. So no.
So no.
So no is the answer.
But no, you can. So sorry, let me read it.
Yes.
I don't have my reading glasses. Okay, so if your child is not going on the bus, they stay because you're picking them up yourself. So once the 3:50 passes, they will be headed towards supper, and then you can pick them up 4:30, 4:40, 4:45, 5 o'clock. Like that's fine, whether they're busers or not busers. Sorry. And I don't think I told Mr. Preston that, but everybody, once 3:50 passes and they're still here, then they do go to supper, bus or no bus. Does that help?
Clear as mud?
Okay.
If you have any questions, email Mrs. Hualde. She's got all the answers, folks. June and Iris's family is here. Thank you so much for the info. You are welcome, June and Iris's family. Will there be music on Water Day? I'm pretty sure there'll be music. I don't know.
I feel and not like I don't think there was a live band last year, but there was music playing.
Yeah. Can parents volunteer for summer school? No, unfortunately, we do not need any parent volunteers. We are fully staffed for the entire summer school. But thank you for the opportunity, or thank you for asking. Will we receive email reminders on days that camp will not be in session? Maybe. I mean, here's the calendar right here. They're pretty much federal holidays. So June 19th is a federal holiday, and then July 3rd is an observance of 4th of July. So the only other day that you really have to remember is June 26th. But I'm sure your classroom teachers will be sending messages about the daily schedule as well. All right, Anthony says okay. And where can we find the QR code for pickup after 4:30 p.m.? It'll be in the office. Yes, you can email teachers to be notified of absences. However, you don't have to. It is nice to give a heads up. And then you can also include Mrs. Hualde on that email as well, so she can make a note as well. Acceptable shoes at Ford. Well, you could wear closed-toed shoes, tennis shoes, sneakers, flats, no sandals, no slides, no flip-flops. Crocs are okay if they're in four-wheel drive sport mode. Yeah, Crocs are allowed. We have Croctober every year at Ford where we all wear Crocs. It's fun. Yeah, totally. Crocs are totally okay, especially in the heat. No flip-flops, no slides, no open-toed shoes. Those are pretty much the rules. All right, that kind of brings us to the end of our things. I don't see any more questions in the queue. We had over 80 people attend. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Good job, Mrs. Walde.
Thanks.
Yeah, proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, Ford Falcons and other schools that are coming to Ford, we really appreciate you joining us. We're going to be signing off right here. If you have any questions, you can email Mrs. Hualde. Let me go back up here. And this presentation will be sent out to families as well. I will be sending that out, I think, tomorrow. All right, thank you for the presentation. You are welcome. Thank you so much. You are very welcome as well. Very helpful. We try our personal best here at Gerald Ford, and yeah, we're excited. Oh, hi, Miss Papazian. Welcome. All right, Mr. Preston and Mrs. Hualde signing off.